Hi everybody, how are you all? Monday. Starting with, guess what? Load shedding, 8 a.m. until 10:30. Sometimes I take it all in my stride, but there are mornings like this one where I want to climb the walls and shout to the heavens or dress in sack and ash and wail. Then also, I just want to issue a few warnings. Some bright spark thought it was a good idea to open an Instagram page or Instagram pages called Bookworm on the Case 1 and Bookworm on the Case 2 and invited my subscribers. They even used my photograph and fully pretended to be me. Luckily, my subscribers are bright and clever and did not fall for it. Please note, I have one Instagram page related to Bookworm and the Bookworm channels, and it is the one on your screen. I have no intention of opening another page or having a backup page on Instagram either. So if you receive an invitation to any other page other than the one I post on, please ignore or do me a favor and report them. Okay, so the other thing is, there is one person, and although I do not know her identity 100% because I'm too busy to take it all the way, but there is a person who has been harassing me over the last few weeks. Now, I'm talking to you directly. You are young and you are an idiot, and you better stop. Obviously, what I post is public, and obviously photographs I use as illustration in my videos are from mainstream media. So obviously I have no copyright over it. But if you use a photograph of me and or pretend to be me, send out WhatsApps or any other thing, it is called identity theft or identity fraud. Now do yourself a favor and go ask Mr. Christopher Bosey how serious such a charge can be. It can land you in prison for a long time. Now this time, I am not bothering to take my laptop in for forensic examination, and I am not having the IP address traced. Although we have a basic idea where the IP is located, and I've put two and two together, and that's why I say I think I know who is behind this. But I may change my mind next week and have the IP address traced all the way to where the device is located, if I feel like it. Anyway, I want you to know I am not a kid and I am not a fool, and I have basically reached the end of my patience with Meghan Markle and her minions and them getting away with their crimes. I am not King Charles. I am not woke, and I don't really care about a poor little minion getting into trouble. I shall, if you continue this, open a case against you via your High Commission in my country. Is that understood? Okay, so the next bit of housekeeping. For the past few weeks, something also went awry with my subscriptions. I don't usually check my watch hours or number of subscribers, etc. I just cannot be bothered. Maybe once in 2 months or so, but of course a rounded off number appears under my channel name on each video. So unless there's a big change, I don't really bother. So for about a week, about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, for about a week, I noticed that I was losing 100 or more subscribers with each video I post. Initially, I thought I said something and people were mad at me. But then I was told to go listen to Sumi and a few others and found that they had similar problems at more or less the same time. Now, there are a few possibilities. It may be due to the time changes, the clocks being reset, a glitch at YouTube, and so on and so on. I honestly don't know, because before I could actually really look into it, wham bam, my subscribers plus more were back. Yep, overnight. So I know my channel, and because I sort of stay middle of the road, smallish, my subscriptions do not increase or decrease with hundreds of people on one video. At least it hasn't over the past 2.5 years. So obviously there was some kind of glitch. Now what you guys can do for me is to just check whether you are still subscribed. That is, if you want to be subscribed. So just please make sure you're not accidentally unsubscribed or unsubscribed by some glitch in the system. I would really appreciate that. Okay, now as far as the royals are concerned, there are a lot of things I really want to talk to you about, but it is just too much for one video. The one thing I really want to talk to you about is Harry pitching up for that court hearing today in London. Now, it's not necessary, it wasn't necessary for him to be there today at all. And looking at the photographs taken of him, he looks gleeful, he looks spiteful, he looks full of himself, he looks happy, but I don't want to talk about that quite yet. I'll do so a bit later, and I'll prepare a video on that. For now, I want to talk to you about something else. Something I found rather strange was when I read that Archie's page on the royal website had disappeared. Yes, strange, because I did not even know he had one. Actually, I did not know that any of the minor children had their own pages. And I discovered why. Because they are not listed on the main sort of royal family members page, okay? Nor can you click on their names in the line of succession to link you to their page. And if you use the search button, it doesn't work either. At least it didn't work for me. I searched Prince Archie, I searched Prince George, and it didn't work. However, if you are on the royal family members page and you scroll down to the family news, you will find a little block saying you may be interested in, and then it has Princess Charlotte's name or Prince George's name or Prince Louis or whatever. Okay. And then when you click on that block, it actually opens the page for either Charlotte, George or Louis. So I tested the gossip, okay, and I searched for a dedicated page for Archie, okay. I used the search button, I scrolled down looking for a link, and there was nothing, okay. All I could find was a feature article. If I do a search, a feature article on his birth does pop up. Now, reading the article, I am guessing the article is the basic press release or story which went out at the time of his birth. It reads and sounds like it. Now, everybody is coming up with a story as to why this is the case, why there's no dedicated page for Archie. Oh, it's a glitch. Oh, no, it's a mistake. Oh, no, the page is rebooting. No, it is bullshit. And I'm now falling 100% in line with my journalist friend who told me that the real, true, blue blood, old school, loyal, royal reporters are cringing at the new style media spin of Buckingham Palace's press office. The lies are stacking up, and at some point it is going to reach a breaking point, and the king, guilty or not, will be dragged into it. Now, my friends, that is not hate. It is a fact. The king is the head of the royal household. These people are working for him. And okay, he may not be aware of every word, every letter, every minute little thing that passes through his staff's hands. But the lies by his press office are escalating, it's stacking up, and it's not looking good. My friend studied the pages and made inquiries. The flippin' reason why there is no darn page for Archie is because other than the feature article on the royal website, there is nothing for them to put on the page. Do yourselves a favor and go look at George, Charlotte and Louis' pages. You will find a feature article, you will find things like meeting Barack Obama, you will find photographs of their birthdays, their first, their second, their third, their fourth, etc. You will find things like Prince George visiting the Royal International Air Tattoo, the christening of Prince George, his nursery announcement, his birth announcement, etc., etc. Now, as you know, Harry and Meghan has to play silly buggers. They have to be so private that they leak the name of one godparent every 6 months. Okay? We don't know which nursery school Archie attends or whether he is even attending a nursery school. For all we know, he can be at university already. Meghan and Harry are also so obsessed with their children's privacy that they will not share the interesting opportunities Archie may have had. At least not for free, as would be the case with the royal website. Of course, if Netflix or some other entity offers her $1 million, 2 or 3, she'll gladly show a side of Archie's face while he's baking or cooking. Long story short, what are these IT guys supposed to fill Archie's page with? And can you imagine asking Meghan? She would insist on taking over and managing it herself. And don't you think for 1 minute that the palace is not aware of how the public feels. They know we are fed up with seeing Meghan Markle's face on the royal website. What is she doing there? She's not a blood royal. She spent all of 19 months, more or less, well, more less than more, as part of the royal family. And since then, she had ridiculed, slandered, and lied about the royal family. She had cost the royal family and British taxpayer millions and did a lot of harm and damage to their reputation ever since. Yet, there she is, on the royal website, flashing her veneers as if to say, gotcha. You won't find a page for, say, Princess Beatrice or Princess Eugenie. Why not? Because they are not working royals. Well, neither is Meghan, and neither is Harry for that matter. Now, every time we talk titles, it ends in a debate and argument, which is actually not the public's fault, because the public is, I believe, being confused on purpose. This expert says this and that one says that. Unfortunately, people like me only believes in what is there, black on white. But never mind. We can debate titles until the cows come home, but the royal website is run by the royal household. And who, may I ask, is the head of the royal household? King Charles III, in all his glory. If the king is to tell his staff to remove Meghan Markle from the royal website, all they can do is bow and say, "Yes, sir." Oh, you say, but the king is so busy. I'm sure he's not even thinking about the pesky website. Well, then someone better remind him, because, again, they are not ignorant to the feelings of the public. I know for a fact that many people have written to Buckingham Palace with regards to the non-working royals and grifters on the site. My dear friends, these things may sound trivial to you, but it is building up. It is stacking up, and it will reach a point where it is going to explode and erupt. Mark my words. I hear what is happening behind the scenes, behind closed doors. I hear what is being talked about over tea and biscuits. I feel the people's frustration, because I am one of the people. Okay, my dear friends, I need to cut this short because there is a lot more to come. So until we meet on the next video, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.